All right, hi everyone. Frankie here, New West Reset. Hello. Welcome back to another Boots on the Ground. And, well, hey, thanks for shooting in. Joining Guy here for this one. Today we're checking out the Reliance Block and I think the Armor Block. It looks like it's one big building, but I'm thinking one was built and the other was built later and added onto it. I'm not sure. We're going to check it out and find out because it says that it was built in 1910. But this is clearly a different build with different details on it, but no date on that one. So I'm not really sure. But we're going to cross the street. We'll have a looky-loo 360 on this thing and see what we can see. All right, so stick around. Be right back.
About a heaven in Alberta, where they've got all hell for a basement.
All right, here we are. I just crossed the street and there's going to be some wind. It's kind of windy here today and it's lousy. As you can see, the gray skies, clouds. It's supposed to get rain today and snow tomorrow, so that's fun. And it's cold. It's just above 0 Celsius. I'm here with my buddy Vincent today, and we're both freezing our bippies off, whatever a bippy is. But anyway, these buildings are weird because it looks to me like it was two buildings. One was built before the other, so one's a bit older. I'm thinking that this one that they're calling the Reliance Block, that they say was built in 1910, was built first. It tends to have all the hallmarks of an older building. Just in this, I mean, they're both red brick. This one's got the arched windows, whereas this other one has rectangular or squared off windows. This has the sandstone underneath the windows, where the other one has concrete. So, I mean, I don't know, you tell me, but this one has a nice detail along the roof line of the ridge line of that staggered sort of stair effect with the brick that this one doesn't have. So I don't know. I mean, we're both baffled with this thing. They've done a lot of changes and repairs. They put some facading brick down on this lower portion underneath the windows here. But the rest of the brick looks more the original brick. Transoms above these pretty tall doors. And I'm not sure what the status on this building is. I don't think it's slated to be torn down. It looks like they're doing maintenance on it, and I think there's still suites or apartments above that are occupied, but all the businesses on the main floor are long gone. In fact, the business that took up the majority of the main floor on this thing was a place called Bud's Office Furniture, which I think was open until I don't remember, maybe the early 90s at the latest, and then closed. So this doorway, yeah, Vincent was just saying that he just saw somebody go in this door. So, I mean, if you walk in here, all there are is stairs that go up. So this is the access to get to the upper floors. So that tells me that from any of the businesses on the main floor, you can't access the second or third floor from inside the building. I guess you got to come out and then go up the stairs. But all of these doors on the main floor all have the old transom windows above them. And you can see above and below the windows here, it's all concrete rather than sandstone. So I'm not sure why they have what looks like a protective canvas over them. Maybe it's just falling away, crumbling, I'm not sure. And this thing's pretty exposed. There's not any other larger buildings really adjacent to it. And it's only about 50 yards from the river. So, I mean, I think it just takes a beating in the wintertime. It's just gotten really beat up. So that front street side is the east-facing side. This is the south side of the building here. And you can see it's just a dog's breakfast of old windows that they've bricked in. They've punched in new doors. Looks like they've bricked in old loading docks maybe or something. And of course added the fire escapes and all that. But yeah, it's hanky. There's just all kinds of stuff going on in this thing. Oh, by the way, just so you know, we're on the Edmonton Trail just off of Memorial Drive in the northwest here of the city today. This neighborhood's known as Bridgeland. It's kind of the little Italy of Calgary. But from what I understand, prior to that, it was the original Chinatown to Calgary. And prior to that, it was Germantown. So I guess they keep chasing out the different groups and moving them around the city. I don't know, it's strange. Because Chinatown is now just across the river right there, which we've looked at with the channel here before. But yeah, you can see how they bricked in an old loading dock, and then they've boarded it up, and there's a million different coats of red and burgundy and brown paint on it. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, that there's still tenants renting suites up here. I'm seeing the open windows and air conditioning units, curtains that are opened and closed. And Vince said he did see somebody go in there on that door, so yeah. Anyway, we're gonna whip around to the other side of this thing, which is actually the side of the the other building that's attached to this one. That'll be the north facing, and then we'll have a look at the west side, which is the back as well. So hang tough, be back in just a sec. All right, so this is the west facing side of the building, but it's actually the again, it's a different building. These two are just joined together. You can even see here, even on the side of the building, all these beautiful arches. All the windows and doors are all nice arched brickwork. But then I'm thinking underneath here, from what I could see, these are concrete and not sandstone under the side. It looks like it's just the front of the building that they've made fancy, the street front with the sandstone. But on the side and the back, I guess they couldn't be bothered. But strange stuff on this building. You can see some ghosting of an arch with a bricked in window here, and one right there underneath that window. Then if we take this down, we're seeing some buried arches here. Like, call me crazy, I don't know for sure, but it looks to me like those are shooting right down into the ground. It can't be more obvious. It's as plain as the nose on your face. There's one right there. One right there, one right there, and another one right there. In fact, the guy's going to try and get you in that little crevice in there. See what we can see. I brought my trusty flashlight today even. So let me pause this here for a sec, and I'll get you in nice and tight with the flashlight and see what's what. You poke your head in there, and you let me know what you see. Hang on one sec. See if we can get you. This flashlight is not really doing it. Let's see if I get you down in there. No. All I'm seeing is newer brick right in here. So they've bricked it up from the inside, and then they, paved a sidewalk here. So it looks to me like that's what they did. And you can see some more here too on the back. They've punched a door in here that I think used to be a window, and the reason I think that used to be a window and not originally a door is because underneath the threshold is a buried arch there, and then there's one next to it, and I'm thinking where they punched this door in too was also an arch. And this back here, it's really hinky. Boarded up doors that I think used to be windows. Some of these aren't lining up. It's just very strange. This thing has been added onto and renovated and changed so many times. It's hard to tell what was an original window or door and what's been changed, what's been knocked through or expanded on. But yeah, this is crazy, just crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, I've seen, arches sticking out of the ground like that before, but I've never seen all these different size windows.
It's like an AI generated building.
Yeah, Vincent and I were laughing at, this is an AI building where the AI it wasn't quite smart enough or hadn't learned enough yet to, I gotta make all the windows symmetrical and the same size. No, got like 4 different sizes. I don't get it, but it's really interesting. And we might as well just keep going here. peek around to this side. Now where it juts out here is the other building. You can see where the roof lines don't quite line up. And this one, same thing. You know, loading docks and windows and doorways, punched out, added onto, expanded on, bricked up, you name it. Excuse the shaky cam. I'm actually shivering here. It's cold. It's cold here today. But yeah, so there you go. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what to tell you. Just beep boop pop it down in the comments for me what you think, what your theory is on this thing. I mean, my theory for sure is, I'm pretty sure this building, at least by the narrative and by what I'm seeing with the arches, this is older than this one. This was built first, this built this one right next to it, and they basically just married them together. But that's just my theory. I don't know for sure, but that's what it looks like anyway. So I'm going to take one more last shot from the front, and then I think that's going to do it for today. So hang tough, back in a sec. All right, so here we are back across the street, just trying to get a big wide shot of this whole thing. As an ambulance goes by. Why is it always an ambulance when I'm trying to shoot something or do a live stream? But anyways, there it is. The Reliance Block and the Armor Block.
There's another resident right there.
Yeah, see, somebody else is going in there. So it is occupied, just not the ground floor. The business level, the main floor, is empty. But yeah, there you go. That's going to seal the deal here for today. Frankie, New West Reset, colder than a witch's elbow here in Bridgeland at the Reliance Block. So as always, let me know what you think down in the comments below there. If you could just clickety-clack on the old keyboard for me. And until the next one, take care out there and have a good one. All right? Cheers.